Get over here!
Nice dodge, Marissa.
This reminds me of, this is gonna sound like a complete change of subject. It kind of is.
No, you're fine.
I've heard the Netflix adaptation of One Piece is actually really good.
That's what I've been hearing. The common thing that I've been hearing about that is that it broke the live-action curse, as it were.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, oh wow, like, this is actually really good. You know?
What's really cool is that for the most part, the actors are doing their own stunts, and there's, like, a lot of really good... So, like, there's a guy, I forget what his name is, but his whole point is he uses, like, a big old, like, Zweihander sword, but one-handed. And, like, the actor is doing the actual stunts. Mm-hmm. Granted, it's not, like, a solid metal Zweihander, but it's probably, like, 20 pounds, and he's flinging it around.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, the Death Goyle. Okay, I think Gilliam's fine. Yeah, he's speedy. Way to hang in there, Gilliam. Yeah, like, that was my main concern, because I didn't want that Death Goyle attacking Franz.
Yeah.
Honestly, if Franz crit at that point, that would have been the worst.
Yeah. Okay, Marissa's still good.
Garrick is a little bit hurt.
Yeah, Garrick took a hit. You also want to open these chests before the chapter ends, preferably.
Yeah, Tethys currently has the keys right now.
So, maybe we should start bringing her downward.
Yeah, my biggest issue right now is, like... I mean, thankfully, we have the means of taking out this Death Goyle right here and now. We have Inez.
We also have Arthur. I wonder how Arthur does.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Okay.
Let me actually see something. Oh, yeah, like...
Because he counts as a flyer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just not too keen on taking chances right now, like, with that Death Goyle looming.
You could... Can Franz kill that skeleton this turn? You can maybe bring Dozla around the side after you clear the skeleton.
I mean, Dozla's going to massacre this thing!
Yeah, you're right.
Here's a thought. Not great.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I would be able to if, like, Tethys could get down there, but we're gonna have to count our losses here. Gilliam's way too hurt to take another hit.
Yeah, okay. Either do it with Inez, or if you want, have Arthur attack first, just to get the experience, but you could also just have him kill one of the skellies.
Yeah, I think I'd rather do that at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, if you had done that against the Death Goyle, maybe we would have gotten somewhere.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for if we attacked it, that he'd crit, but...
Maybe I should have attacked the Death Goyle then, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm not...
2020, we couldn't have known that would happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to take chances with that Death Goyle, so I'm going with this.
That's what Inez is here for.
That's why he's here. That is why he's here.
He's the enemy deleter.
I know for a fact that there's an Entombed over here as well that might cause us a bit of issues, but...
Do you want to torture with Laura Shell?
That's what That's exactly what I was thinking, as a matter of fact. You can probably... Yeah, you can easily do it from here.
Oh, 3.
Ooh, okay, we got an Entombed, we got a Bone Walker, and we got, 2 Bone Walkers and an Entombed surrounding that chest. So if we're going to be, if we want to grab that chest, we got to play our cards right. What we could do is maybe give one of the keys to, give the keys to Franz.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an idea. First, let's get rid of this guy. Honestly, I'm fine doing it with Dozla at this point.
Sure. Yeah, because we don't know what else is out there.
Assuming he can hit.
Not the most impressive first showing, but
yeah, may have to put the kibosh on that plan because, like, again, I don't want anyone like.
Well, what if you have Gilliam plug the gap and take a vulnerary?
He has an elixir.
Or take an elixir, yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's a good call. I honestly forgot he had an elixir. Yeah, because what we can do is, like, to kind of, like, sort of guarantee that we can... Oh, wait, there's more Bone Walkers down here.
Oh, he has a chest key, too. I didn't realize there were so many chest keys on the map.
I mean, I'm fine with that, personally.
Are one of these guys down here holding a chest key?
No.
Or, no, one of our guys, because we killed some people, and I think one of them did have one.
No.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Okay, let's see where you can... Okay, I know how I can do this. So we're gonna put you here. First of all, trade. Give those chest keys to you. I'm just gonna have him trade the axe reaver for now.
Yeah.
And we do this.
That's how you do it.
Nice, Tethys. Yeah, Tethys has been getting some really good numbers in regards to her experience so far. So, I'm really pleased with that.
This is one of the last games where Dancer/Bard units couldn't attack.
I'm going to put Erica here to plug up this gap just in case.
Just in case some stupid comes through.
Yeah, who the hell knows, like, at this point? Like, we had a couple people come up here and almost kill Natasha. Do we kind of just want to let them sit there?
Yeah, maybe Natasha can heal Garrick, and then they could just sit.
I'm kind of scared of what else might be around here, to be honest, after that whole little scare.
I think we would have seen it if anything ranged went through there, but you could also just have Garrick use, like, a vulnerary or something instead.
I'm thinking that instead. I'm going to run out this torch staff.
Okay.
Yep, just Revenants.
Revenants.
Yeah, let's pop a vulnerary. I am going to have Loot take out that Revenant, because if too many people hit Marissa, she's going to be in danger.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to limit it to one attack per turn on Marissa.
Mm-hmm. And we'll have Ross join him just in case. Man, this is starting to look like not a Fog of War chapter. Oh no, wait, never mind, there it is.
Because we just, like, threw fire everywhere. Magical fire.
But fire.
Yeah. I pictured a little bit like in D&D, the spell Dancing Lights.
Yeah.
How you just, like, can control little orbs of lights to go places.
Oh, man, dude, so Josh Scorcher, I was in some of his, like, D&D sessions. Oh my god, Garrick!
I love him.
Dude!
You were saying about Josh, though?
Yeah. We were running a D&D session where I used Tatiana, right? And he had a system where, like, everything looks so good. Like, he can set up light sources.
Oh, was he using dynamic lighting and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing really cool he did is, like, because Tatiana, her class knew dancing lights, right? But it was flavored so that it was more along the lines of bioluminescence.
Okay.
So what he did was he created, like, this effect where orbs of blood would be floating around and they would give off a light.
Yeah.
So that was really cool that he did that. Also, did I call it or did I call it? Thankfully, even with weapon disadvantage, Erica's a pretty capable unit.
It's just funny how enemies generally, like, need to attack.
A mogul! Huh. These guys are not letting up. More... Oh, God. Okay. This got a little scary.
Yeah, we're playing with range here. I guess we want to look at who has good resistances.
Let me see your movement. 5. So if you were to be here... 2, 3, 4, 5. He can reach, so long as we take out that Bone Walker. My biggest issue is, like... Oh, wait a minute.
I do like Fog of War more in these chapters where we have torch staffs, too, because it becomes more of a mechanic that can be worked around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If only we had a little more power.
I mean, I think Erica would probably be okay.
Yeah, but that was like several points of damage that she was gonna take about 20 damage total if that Bone Walker and those moguls hit.
Can Erica take out the Bone Walker?
She could, but then like Artur won't have the room to like block that space to attack the moguls.
Do you think if we move Artur up, he could kill the Bone Walker and then just take on the moguls next turn?
Well, the problem is, like, we won't be able to plug the gap if we just have, like, Artur there. Plus, he can't reach anyway.
What I'm saying is, we move Artur... Using Tethys, we move Artur into the spot Erica's currently in now.
Oh! You know what? You right! You right! Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
First of all, I'm gonna do this. Short Spear! Nice!
That'll come in handy.
Oh, this will be useful, actually. So what we can do here is trade. Oh, wait, no, what am I thinking? Never mind. Sorry, for some reason I had this chest in mind for whatever reason. Don't ask me why. Alright, yeah, you are right. We can do that, actually, so... And it doesn't look like there's no other surprises down here, right? Jerks!
I mean, there might be, like, 1 or 2 other units, but...
I think we should be good.
Yeah, and I think Marissa and Garrett can just take it slow up there so that we have time to open this last chest.
That's kind of what I'm banking on at this point. Which does mean we gotta get moving, but, like, again, I want to proc these guys using our stronger units.
Yeah.
Yeah, and instead of, like, attacking the moguls, he attacks the Bone Walker.
Yeah.
And the moguls are sitting ducks for our turn.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think they can even damage him.
Well done, sir. Alright, yeah, let's move everyone forward so we can... Oh, out of range of the moguls. So that they attack Artur, not anyone else.
Yeah.
Okay, meanwhile up here. There's only two remnants left.
Okay, just have everybody wait then. Unless they're damaged.
Well, one of them is. There's no way.
Yeah.
What I am going to do, at least, is I'm going to have Marissa finish this guy off. The Bone Walker will attack her then.
Okay.
And then, she can get the experience for that. Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking, again, if we can just get, if we can get Franz close enough to get that chest past these monsters, we should be able to grab it and then finish everything else off.
Okay. Let me see. We got the short spear and we got the secret book. Okay. So, it's nothing like mind-blowingly exciting in that last chest. It won't be too bad if
I'm doing this just in case.
we miss it. Oh yeah, sure.
Yep, there it is. Alright. He stole it!
Oh, okay. Well, it's a restore staff. Now you know.
Okay.
I didn't know skeletons did that.
My bad. I hit the shoulder button again.
That's okay. I thought the game froze for a second. My heart skipped a beat.
Artur is like, how dare you! Keep a handle on your... what is it called? Gamepad?
Your tome of moving pictures.
I guess that's kind of what it is. Your, Wii Slate.
Oh, there's something else in that.
Yeah,
Still.
I heard that too. Thankfully, we should be able to get a beat on that if we do this. Jeez Louise!
Okay, I'm not worried about us running out of time to get that treasure now.
No fooling.
Well, I guess unless that skeleton just, like, runs away with it.
Which I doubt they're gonna do.
I don't know where he is. He allowed to just run off the side of the map?
Not sure. Do we want to just have Dozla, proc this guy?
Dozla can bait, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have Dozla bait, and we can just kind of, take this at our leisure.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything else down here is pretty safe. So yeah, a couple close calls, but overall this went relatively well. Yeah, those torch stabs do, like, make a huge difference.
Yeah, this was actually, like, kind of fun with the ability to push the fog away.
Uh-huh. I suppose if nothing else, like, you know, that's something that should be considered, because, like, for Fog of War in general, like, when you have options to be able to deal with it rather than just torches,
Yeah.
like, yeah, the torch staff alone made this actually pretty fun.
That and the fact that it was walled in, I think.
That's also true.
So that
like,
there were, like, limited places that enemies could be coming from.
yeah, the choke points definitely made certain situations a lot more bearable, specifically when we were dealing with that death goyle.
Yeah. And we can always buy more torch stats for the next time there's a...
Yep.
Which I don't even remember when there's another Fog of War.
Bingo. Hey, if it's not for a while, I'm fine with that. What's your support at? Tethys and Ross. I definitely want to give Garrick support with Tethys.
Yeah.
So I think we can just, like, ignore that for now.
If anybody's ever...
Oh, he's running!
Yeah, he's running with the Restore Staff.
Okay, that is a Poison Claw. And that is a guy with a lot of health.
Yeah, Dozla's fun because he's a Berserker, but unfortunately, he doesn't compare to Berserker Ross. Because
Yeah.
Berserker Ross, you have time to, like, really build up his skill stat and, like, make him actually accurate.
1836. Yeah, do we want to give this shot to Ross?
Yeah, that's
Or
right.
not Ross, Franz?
Yeah.
I keep doing that. Yeah, he's only going to take 10 damage. Yeah, like, the good thing about the Poison Claw is that while it will poison your allies, it's relatively weak in comparison to other weapons. Ah. I'm not going to give Erica any more experience for now, so instead... Oh, Artur! Lovely. And that's a crap ton of experience for you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, because that's a big monster boy.
Yeah. No, one thing I definitely noticed is Entombed are big sources of experience in, like, in this game. And we'll do it again.
Who are we going to plug the gap with?
Still thinking about that?
I guess we can move Gilliam and then Dozla up.
Yeah, that's actually, that was actually my initial thought. Actually, real quick, do these guys have any ranged weapons?
Towards the end, they do.
Yeah, towards the end, and this guy has a poison sword. Alright. Yeah, if we put Artur here, and we can plug the gap with Dozla and Gilliam.
Okay.
One thing I am going to do, just to play it safe, Larshell.
Nice. Yeah, this is what her sprite looks like.
It's very nice.
Just because we'd only been using torch staffs with her.
That's true, that's true.
We went this long without actually bringing her up on the map. Bring up her battle sprite.
Yeah, none of the ranged units can reach right now, so we can kind of like take this at our leisure.
Okay, move Inez up then too, just in case for next turn.
Yeah, just in case we need to like really
because it's gonna
clear things up.
It might get a little messy next turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too fussed about possibly losing that restore staff.
Yeah, like we have antitoxins and we can just buy those.
Yeah, we could buy restore staffs too.
So one thing that I feel Fire Emblem didn't really do all that well was poison. Like, yeah, poison is a thing that can like screw you over if you're not careful, but at the same time, it's not all that threatening. I really like what Engage did with it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like. I think you remember how that played out.
Yeah, that was a more interesting poison system.
Mm-hmm. 1632. Yeah, dude, Artur.
I remember in Fates, poison could get pretty nasty.
That's also true. Yeah, like, honestly, like, if you want to do the whole poison attribute where, like, again, I like how they did it in Engage, where instead of, like, damaging you over time, it just made you more susceptible to, like, damage, like, later. Like, I really, really like that idea. I feel like one thing they could do, is, like, at least to make poison more, like, interesting and a little more, like, of a threat, is if it's stacked.
Yeah. Dicey Dungeons does this thing with the poison system that's really nasty, where anything that does poison damage, just like it stacks on poison counters.
Yeah.
And every turn you lose one poison counter, but you take as much as the total you have.
Yeah.
So if you get 3 poison counters, then on your next turn at the beginning you take 3 damage. And then you'd only have 2 poison counters.
Yeah.
So even though it's, like, slower, so you're not killing things as fast, the compounding damage is really nasty.
Mm-hmm. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Dozla, can you... Okay, I think I know how I'm going to do this. Okay, first we're going to trade so that you have the Javelin equipped, and we're going to have you attack with the Javelin as well. Actually, no. I'm mainly equipping the Javelin just in case those ranged units decide to take a shot at Franz.
Yeah.
But something tells me these guys are just going to be, like, crashing into Gilliam.
Yeah, they're just gonna do goblin tactics here.
Mm-hmm. Going to go ahead and let these two build up some support. And I'm going to have Larshell heal up, Franz just in case.
Okay.
Man, okay, yeah, I forgot how flimsy Larshell starts. Just going to check, because I'm paranoid.
Yeah, not even if the archers, even if the archers get all the way up to Gilliam, they won't be able to reach.
Yep. Yeah, how many times have we had an instance where we were surprised by a longbow?
Yeah.
Does anyone need healing down here?
I mean, you could do it just for the experience. If you want.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, we'll give a little bit of Tethys.
You could have Laura Shell heal Natasha.
That's also true. Yeah. No surprises down here, right? No. We can actually see, so we can keep that in mind.
We can see. We
can fight! That meme. Like, goodness gracious.
Man, has any show been dragged through
the mud
more than Fairly Odd Parents?
Oh, man.
Not in that, like, people are hating on it unfairly, but in, like, it just kept going and kept getting worse.
I mean...
That is, like, the worst quality curve I've ever seen for a show.
I will grant you that. I was about to say maybe Family Guy or The Simpsons.
I hear Simpsons is on, like, a bit of an uptick right now.
Really?
I don't really know about Family Guy.
Mm-hmm. I have seen a little more of Simpsons lately. I think what they're doing is, like, they're, like, finally were like, you know what? No, we've done this whole thing with, like, this same family, like, for a while now. Let's move them on to the next arc.
Yeah, they're, like, they're kind of unflanderizing a little bit. They've started making Homer, like, a lot more of a sweetheart again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that was one thing from the earlier, like, stages. Like, Homer was, like, kind of, like, inept and irresponsible, but he wasn't a bad guy.
He wanted to be a good dad. Same with Peter Griffin.
Uh-huh.
Like, if you look at season 1 of Family Guy, the conceit of it is that it's about a guy who wants to be a good dad and a good husband, but his only understanding of that is from television.
Yeah.
So he hatches sitcom-like schemes, and they don't go the way he expects.
Mm-hmm. I saw this TikTok this one time that was, like, quote-unquote ranking the best dads from cartoons. And, like, you know, like, he was talking about, like, how Timmy's dad was, like, not a very good dad. He was talking about how...
Timmy's dad loves him, but, like, is pretty bad overall.
Yeah. Another one was, what are some other, like, Dexter's dad, who overall was actually a pretty good dad in his own right. Like, he was the classic, like, you know, I want this sort of experience with my son, but, like, part of it was, like, he had to accept that his son was not what he wanted him to be. But, like, you know, that's okay.
Yeah, like, aside from the whole, like, not realizing Dexter has a secret lab part, like, his dad's fine.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, like...
Hugh Neutron.
That's the one I was going to mention. I think Hugh Neutron is up there as, like, one of the best, if not the best cartoon dad out there.
He's a pretty good dad.
Like, he is, like, you know, he is, like, a little bit silly.
A little inept, but, like...
A little bit silly, a little bit inept, but, like, at the end of the day, his interest always, like, lied with being a good dad and a good husband.
He understood who Jimmy was as a person, too, which is, like, the big difference between him and, like, Dexter's lab, Dexter's dad.
One of my favorite instances came from, like, really early in the seasons, where Jimmy was kind of, like, you know, sad about the fact that he couldn't get the he couldn't get that one, like, encyclopedia set because, like, it was way too expensive.
Yeah.
But, like, then he heard about that instance of, like, you know, that one time where Hugh almost got rich.
Yeah, he went back in time to make it so that Hugh did get rich.
Yeah, and then he realized, you know what, like, when that happened, Dad no longer was Dad.
Yeah, he became kind of a jerk-ass.
Yeah, and I like that because, at least for me personally, the moment that really cemented for me that Hugh Neutron was a great dad and a great husband is when he revealed why he kept those $50. Like, and didn't invest in McSpankies is because he wanted to propose to Jimmy's mom.
Yeah.
What was her name again?
Yeah, I'm trying to think too.
Gosh, what's Jimmy's mom's name?
Is it Judy?
Judy Neutron. Yes, you are correct.
Or is it Trudy? No, it's Judy.
I'm pretty sure it's Judy. But yeah, it's like, I saw that instance and I'm like, oh my god, that is absolutely sweet and adorable, and this guy's amazing.
There's also all the times that, like the one where Jimmy's dealing with a bully, and Hugh thinks it's that Jimmy's having troubles with a girl.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those, like, okay, Hugh's, like, missing the mark, but you can see how much he cares. And he's trying to... And Jimmy's like, oh, it's okay, Dad. Terry had to move to a new school, so... And he was like, oh, don't worry, son. There'll be other Terrys.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, like, makes this concerned look to the camera.
What got me as well is, like, those... Like, it was kind of established right from the get-go. The movie, right? Like, the very first movie that came out for Jimmy Neutron, which kind of worked as a pilot, in a way, sort of, kind of, like, roundabout manner. was the fact that Hugh kind of like established himself as understanding that sometimes like kids just want to have fun.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know, when Jimmy came down with Goddard, and he was just like, oh, you know what? You gotta admit that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And is like, yeah, like he's. But then like Judy looks at him, and he's like, but it's dangerous. It's bad. Like he adheres to the responsibility that Judy wants to try and enlist in Jimmy. But at the same time, he also understands, you know what? Some kids just want to be kids.
Yeah. Careful of Franz. Franz is really low.
Yeah, there's only one enemy left. Who do we want to give this to? Let me actually look at these levels. Wow. Artur, where did you come from?
Yeah. How about loot?
Yeah, Marissa's all the way over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm willing to give this one to loot. Do we want to do one last heal on Franz?
Sure. For the health.
Like, just for the experience. Actually,
yeah.
you know what?
Give it to Lorchel.
Yeah, let's get Lara Shell to do it.
Okay. As far as Nickelodeon dads go, where does Jack Fenton fall?
I'd say kind of middle of the road. Because he does
try to kill his son on many occasions, unknowingly.
Unknowingly. Here's the thing with Jack Fenton. Jack Fenton, I feel, genuinely wants to be a good dad, but it's barred back by the fact that he has an obsession.
Yeah.
Like, the dude has an obsession with this one thing that it kind of leads towards an unintentional instance of neglect.
Yeah, he's a bumbling idiot. He's also, like, an expert, but he's a bumbling expert.
Yeah.
Because
he's an expert in this one field. He's not an expert in parenting, which, let's be real, no one can really ever be an expert in parenting.
I always think of the one where, like, Danny and I forget what other ghost he's with, but they're both, like, running from a bunch of ghost hunters, and Jack's there blasting at them. And Danny's like, we should be fine. Now if my mom were here. And then I think his mom shows up with, like, a double-sided, like, ecto saber.
I remember that, yeah.
Starts kicking their asses.
Yeah. I think Danny Phantom, Danny's parents were alright. They just had an obsession that just clouded their judgment. Oh.
One more hiding back there. The one thing I will give them is that, like, they never knew their son was the ghost kid. And they probably, you know, the way they handled the ghost kid, they probably could have been more willing to believe he was good. But
which they do eventually address with that situation with what's his name?
Freak Show?
Yeah, Freak Show.
There are two occasions where they learn that Danny is the ghost boy.
Mm-hmm.
One is in the episode with Freak Show, but then their memories get erased of it. And then the other is in the finale. And in both cases, they accept their son instantly.
Yes,
there is no lingering, like, but you're the ghost kid, how could you lie to me? They're just immediately like, oh, okay, then the ghost kid is good, because you're our son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, like, the mom is like, we love you, Danny, you. And, like, the dad's like, whether you're half ghost or somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Nah, like, I've always appreciated that.
The two best Nickelodeon dads weren't dads at all, though. They were Arnold's grandpa.
Yes.
And Uncle Iroh.
Agreed.
Were the two best dads.
Mm-hmm. I think we had this conversation before, like, on another playthrough, if I recall correctly.
Probably.
Alright, so, yeah, I'm willing to give this one to Loot as well. Just to help her catch up to Artur. Oh wow, huh. Yeah, this guy's pretty bulky.
Okay, if we can land this, Loot should be able to clean up.
Nice.
Oh no, the skeleton's purple.
Yeah, what's the promoted version of whites?
Okay.
Huh. Interesting.
He's not white, he's purple.
Let's go with Thunder.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Alright.
And there we have it.
Yeah, the victory music started playing, so that must have been the last guy.
Well, that was the boss music.
But before that, it was playing
one enemy left.
Yeah. The, like, Road of Hope theme.
Thank you, Larshel. Please, speak nothing of it. It is heaven's dictate that I come here to cleanse this charming place of monsters. What's important is... Oh my! I just realized that I have not yet had the honor of your name. Oh, you're right. How strange. We've met so often now that I had assumed you already... Please forgive my manners. Or please forgive my lack of manners. My name is Erica.
Milady.
It's alright, Seth. She's clearly not our enemy. Erica? Aha! So you must be Princess Erica of Renee. It is simply an honor to meet you. And how strange that we should meet again in this place. You must be lost as well. This continent is so confusing. Yes, actually, we're not lost at all. You see...
See, Larshel may seem like a bubbly idiot, and she is very bubbly, but, like, she does have the wherewithal to, like, instantly recognize Erica on her name. Like, she understands what's happening in the world.
She is an expert in the nobility at the very least. She has a very high nobility intelligence check.
Higher self-awareness than at first she seems to have.
Very much so.
Is that so? Well, clearly I must be allowed to accompany you. You want to travel with us? I appreciate your offer, but our journey is far too perilous. I do not wish to pull you into this madness. No, no, no. There can be no doubt that we were sent here to aid you. It is all part of the grand design. I, Larshel, shall play my role and fulfill my divine duties. This I swear.
Are you sure that this is wise, Princess?
Don't worry, Seth. Well, that's that, Dozla. You and I are now traveling with Erica and her companions.
Haha, I understand. For you, Lady Larshel, I would do absolutely anything. I would run to the ends of this world and dive into a sea of evil.
How very like you, my dear dedicated Dozla. So noble. Come, we're off!
I love these two.
Teacher! Hello? That's strange. He's not here. Must be out wandering again.
He's out? That poses a problem. Do you know when he'll return?
I don't know. He often goes out and looks for people in need.
I believe I told you it would be best to stay away. I've been charged with the mission and must depart again soon.
Ah, teacher!
You! We've met before, haven't we? You were looking for someone.
Oh, yes. And now we meet again.
These people say they want to go through Carapalin. You could guide I could guide them myself, but I thought it might be better if you went too. That's why I brought them here. What do you say? Will you guide them?
Would you please?
Very well. I'm heading there now. If you need to go to Kirpalin, you're free to follow me.
You don't mind?
We have little interest in the outside world, but we do not refuse travelers. I should warn you, the road is not easy, and you look very weary. You should rest the night before attempting the mountains. We do need rest, that's true. We're all exhausted from our encounter with those creatures. We must give our men time to heal, or they'll be useless in an emergency.
It's settled then. I'll go on ahead and let the Elder know we're coming. See? Even when there's no fighting to be done, I'm still useful.
No, wait! He's gone. I wonder if he'll be alright.
Idiotic boy. I understand his need to be helpful, but... Ewan knows the land well, you needn't worry about him. We'll depart at sunrise. I suggest you all get some rest.
Yeah, so if you remember, Soleil was out looking for, Oh yeah, Glenn shows
Oh
up.
yeah, this nonsense. Finish your thought.
Soleil is out looking for Myrrh, who he doesn't yet. Since Erica doesn't know that's who he's looking for, he doesn't know yet that Myrrh is with Ephraim.
She doesn't seem to remember the whole indigo hair bit either.
Yeah, which the time that Soleil told her that, she hadn't met Myrrh, so it kind of makes sense that she'd have forgotten the details of the person. Anyway.
Princess Erica of Renee, hold!
Who? You're General Glenn of Grado. We met once in the capital, didn't we? You were very kind to me. However, if you're here now, I have to assume this means...
Yes, it does. I wish our reunion could come under different circumstances. Erica, I must tell you, I come here on direct orders of the Emperor. I am to bring you to justice I am to bring to justice the rebel army leader who's been terrorizing Carcino. It's you, Erica. They say you've been murdering innocents.
What? Wait, what do you mean?
If you have something to say, I would hear it. I know all too well that Grado has robbed you of your homeland, but even so, I do not believe revenge could drive a woman like you to such depths. And yet, here you are in Carcino with a small army under your command. And the Emperor tells us that you massacred everyone in Port Kiris.
That's a lie! I could never...
Go on. This is ridiculous. Believe what you want. Could one of the legendary Imperial Three honestly be as stupid as this? What do you mean? Carcino betrayed Frelia and set a pack of mercenary dogs to kill me. And you paint Erica a rebel instigator? It's an absurd farce. Your Emperor commits horrors, and you believe Erica is a criminal. What are you saying? You are truly blind, aren't you? You're one of the Imperial Three, and yet you can't see your Emperor's plan.
That's enough, Prince Inez. There's no need to provoke him. General Glenn, we've told you what we know to be true and what we've seen firsthand. We don't want to fight you. But if you push us, we will drive you back to Grado with your tail between your legs.
I see. You are more observant than you know. I am ignorant to the Emperor's designs. General Dussel and I both question the wisdom of this war. And if you really are innocent in the crimes attributed to you, why would His Majesty lie to us? I must know the answer.
So you believe us?
The Princess Erica I met long ago was kind and merciful in spirit. You faced relentless hardship, and yet that self-same spirit remains true. Let's put our fight aside for now. I will learn the truth. Then I will once again perform the duties of my office. If you have lied to me today, I will hound you to the very grave itself.
Very well.
And then the other wyverns show up.
Glenn? Where do you think you're going? Volter! What am I to make of this? Those little birds I saw flitting away into the mountains look vaguely familiar. What do you suppose would happen if it were known that you let Erica escape? Do as you will. I'm returning to the capital. I have questions for the Emperor. Clear the path, Volter. Hold on now. No reason to rush off, is there? After all, this is where you're going to die. See? What are you babbling about? We were a grand trio, the Imperial Three. You, Dussel, and me. But my place among you was stolen, and I was exiled from Grado. You slaughtered people who had no intention of fighting. The Emperor's punishment was just and warranted. After my fall from glory, my only desire kept me alive. Desire for revenge. My hatred burned so fierce that I was only barely able to keep my sanity. That hatred keeps me warm still today. Oh, how it burns. Hear me, Glenn, Wyvern General of the Imperial Three. I live for battle. I crave it. I have no need for peace. That is why you must die. Kerr, you're mad! A battle between generals sends the spirits soaring, eh? Come, Glenn, entertain me!
Walter's dragon is crazy.
Go! The small fish are yours. This is merely the beginning. Endless battle. War without end.
Barely able to keep his sanity, he said.
Dude, he's freaking nuts. Yeah, that was the cool thing that was like that we saw at the beginning of the game is the model of his wyvern.
Yeah, that is a class you can get. But...
Yeah, Volter is a unique class called the Wyvern Knight.
Yeah.
Because like there's a Wyvern Rider at the start, and then you can upgrade into either Wyvern Lord, which is what we're familiar with, and then what Volter is, which is Wyvern Knight.
Yep.
So yeah, I always have fun voicing Volter.
Yeah.
I love how unbelievably like unapologetically maniacal that guy is.
He's a crazy bastard.
He absolutely is.
And I like the idea that like he used to be the general alongside Dussel and Glenn, but he was deposed, and then Selena took his place.
Yeah, and Selena is like way more. Honestly, like it's kind of cool that like they rounded out that trio, because there's a winged knight, a horse knight, but then you needed some magic in there, so they brought in Selena, which I thought was a really cool idea.
Yeah, who was a mage knight.
Yep. All right, so that does it for Chapter 11 of Chapter 11, Creeping Darkness of Let's Play Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. Torch stabs, man.
Yeah, it makes all the difference.
That made everything so much more bearable. And again, the closed corridors and everything, that made things a whole lot easier. We had a small scare with Natasha, as well as that little bit of like close call with the
them opening the door.
Yeah, with the death goyle, but thankfully we got through it. And hey, we have La Rochelle with us, and maybe more to the point for this playthrough, freaking Dozla. Although, then again, Dozla's probably not going to be as prominent as Ross is right now.
Yeah, I don't really plan to use Dozla that much, but who knows?
Like, if by the off chance, knock on wood, something happens to Ross, we at least have Dozla to fall back on.
Yeah.
Like, Dozla is still good.
He's usable,
Like, he's still really good. Alright, guys, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next episode. The next episode is what?
Well, we'll see you in the next episode.
Oh, thank goodness, finally. I was wondering when we were going to get that guy.
Yep.
When do we see Amelia? The chapter after that?
Yes.
Alright.
12 we get Ewan and Soleil, 13 we get Amelia.
I really do hope we'll have the opportunity to level up those guys, because their potential is insane.
Yeah.
But, this playthrough is proving tough, man.